Our next question, Jim, sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Ben Clar in Wisconsin. When watching different Hall of Fame videos on YouTube, I couldn't help but think of this question. Do you think Vince McMahon will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame before he steps down as CEO and or passes away? Or will he still be too unselfish, as he sometimes tends to be regarding his company? I don't think it's that.
He couldn't help but thinking of that question, huh? I wish you'd have tried to help yourself a little harder. No, Vince will never go in the Hall of Fame as long as he's still alive. That is one thing he constantly tells everybody. He gets mad if they don't listen. He doesn't want anybody to thank him on their acceptance speeches. And I don't know if it's because, I mean, let's face it, Vince has a fairly healthy ego. I don't know if it's because he wants to be humble and lovable like Shoeshine Boy, or just he knows the way the boys are. And he I think from a standpoint of how the fans, the viewers, the people at home would take it, if every son of a bitch comes out and the first thing they do is thank Vince McMahon, then he thinks it ruins the viewing experience and gets heat on him with the viewer. And so he has just banned that activity. He doesn't want anybody to thank Vince. And he gets mad if they slip and do.
Did you go to that Cauliflower Alley Club when they were doing it on the East Coast in the mid-late 90s? I think it was 96 maybe.
Yeah, 97, I think. I have a plaque, yes, from that.
Where they surprised Vince to some extent. He thought they were doing something just to honor his dad, and instead they honored him, and he gave a nice little speech.
Okay, well then maybe that wasn't the one. They did another one I was at, but I don't remember Vince being there.
It was at that point where WCW was starting to kick his ass, and Vince was off the gas, and he looked skinny, and he was humble, and it was like, wow, like, what's going on here? He's being nice. Even Lou Thesz is like, I work for you, I work for your father, hopefully one day I get to work for Shane. Shane's there thinking he's going to take over, poor kid. But yeah, that was, Vince didn't know apparently they were going to honor him. They had to do a sneak attack.
Hey, that used to backfire sometimes on the old, This Is Your Life. Every once in a while, they'd get somebody to say, fuck you, I'm going home, and he'd leave. Yeah.
These questions suck. I'm trying. I'm not. See, it's like, there are certain things where people are like, why doesn't he ask Jim about this? Because Jim doesn't want to talk about CMLL, and he doesn't know anything about CMLL.
Hey, who are you to tell these people I'm ignorant?
Do you want to talk about CMLL?
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, here's a question.
Where have you gone, Charlie from Starkville? The nation turns its lonely ears to you.